Here are the celebrities who lost their homes due to the LA fires. Ben Affleck lost his house that is worth around $2 million. Ben Affleck is a 52-year-old actor and filmmaker. He has starred in a number of movies and shows, including the famous Superman vs. Batman movie that came out in 2016, where he acts as Batman. He maintained the same role in Suicide League, appearing in both 2017 and 2021 in Zack Snyder's cut. He was forced to rush to his ex-wife Jennifer Garner's house. His main focus was the safety of their children at that time. He was also seen helping out the community despite his own house having been reduced to ashes. This goes to show how despite the losses he may have sustained, he was still eager to extend a helping hand to others. Secondly, Paris Hilton had to undergo the painful ordeal of watching her house burn on live television. A very emotional and gut-wrenching situation for her. One night changed everything that she had built through glitz and glamour. Her $51 million Malibu mansion was brought down in flames. Paris had such a deep emotional connection with the mansion, as it was not just a home for her, it was where her son took his first steps, where she built the life she had always dreamed of. She posted an emotional Instagram story captioned, "No one should have to see their home burn on live TV." Despite the heavy loss, she was utterly grateful that her loved ones and her pets were safe. Contrary to the skewed personality that is seen online, she managed to start a fundraising for all victims. Britney Spears was also affected by the inferno. The widely known singer boasts of 150 million sold records, informed her fans 2 days after she had evacuated her house about her ordeal. This was because she was unable to charge her phone. Britney is presumed to be living alone, and this may have increased the emotional toll it took on her. A video showed the charred remains of what used to be her house. She wrote, "I just can't believe it," as a reaction to the video. The pop star had fought all her life to get control of her own life, and one thing she finally owned was brought down by the fires. Her story, however, is a testament of resilience, and she will definitely rebuild. Who would have thought a conspiracy theorist may be part of the fires? Mel Gibson, a Hollywood rebel known for his strong opinions, had quite a chilling take on the fires. He lost his Mediterranean-style house worth around $14.5 million. Losing the house may have hit him hard, as he had lived there for 15 years. He had raised his children there and also hosted memorable events there as well. Luckily, he was not at home when the fires happened. He was recording an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience in Texas. Other stars in his neighborhood, like Ed Harris and Jeff Bridges, also lost their houses. Gibson is not alone in claiming the fires had something sinister as the cause. Anthony Hopkins, an Oscar-winning actor and Hollywood veteran, lost his $6 million Pacific Palisades estate. Photos and videos of the remains show how destructive fire can be. Hopkins is a man who has now lost his home twice to a raging fire incident. The first one happened in 2002 in London. He was quoted saying, "I've played so many roles, but nothing prepares you for the reality of losing everything." This shows how deeply hurt the 87-year-old was by the loss of his home. Hopkins remains calm and composed, focusing on rebuilding rather than mourning. Jeff Bridges felt the loss of a generation. The family, heartbroken over its loss, held deep sentimental value in the home, having passed it down through generations. The home, which is a Hollywood legacy, dates back to the 1950s. Bridges experienced waves of strong emotions as he held his father's burnt cowboy hat. Decades of memories had been reduced to ashes. He has expressed interest in rebuilding the house. Bridges led a fundraiser for local fire departments and personally donated memorabilia from the Big Lebowski for auction. Miles and Kaylee Teller, a young couple, lost their home as well. The house, valued to be worth around $7.7 million, was reduced to ruins. They had owned the house for only a year before the fire struck. Their emotional post described how they saved for years to buy the house and had it demolished in one night. They have hinted at rebuilding, as Kaylee posted before and after photos of their house with the caption, "We will come back stronger." Their loss resonated with younger Hollywood couples who realized even the wealthiest weren't immune. A devastating loss has ravaged Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag. The former Hills stars admit they were house poor, meaning they spent everything on their mansion and didn't have insurance. With no insurance, their hopes seemed to dim further. Their financial mistakes made headlines. Some people sympathized while others criticized their reckless spending. Heidi also expressed on social media that she wished she had acquired more, given that she had only managed to save the children and a few teddy bears. The next celebrity who was affected by the fire was Eugene Levy, the actor who once played a character who lost his fortune and went to live in rubble, lost his $3.9 million house in the fire. This incident exemplifies the classic phenomenon of life imitating art. It's strange when fiction becomes reality, he jokes, before getting serious about the devastation. Levy reportedly faced heavy traffic while attempting to evacuate, and by the time he escaped, flames had already consumed the property. All that remains are ashes and rubble where the house once stood. Melissa Rivers, on the other hand, lost too much. The $7.7 million house that she bought in 2021 was claimed by the fire. She did not just lose a house, she lost history as well. Melissa's Brentwood home contained Joan Rivers' decades of joke cards and family memorabilia. She was, however, able to recover her mom's Emmy and her dad's photo. She expressed gratitude that her family was safe and that her focus would be on rebuilding. A huge symbolic loss was felt by popular singer Janie Aiko. The wildfire claimed a very precious grand piano gift she had gotten from Nipsey Hussle. She also lost her first notebook from when she started making music, rare records, and stage outfits. She did not just lose a home, but also her creative sanctuary. She said it was heartbreaking to lose her home and all their belongings, but she was thankful her family was safe. Despite the devastation, she urges everyone to stay safe. She also expressed optimism about rebuilding her home. Heavily known for his strong political views, James Woods also experienced an immense loss. He called out California's government for failing to prevent the fires. Woods managed to escape from the $5 million house in Pacific Palisades. The actor also raised the issue of an insurer who had canceled the policies of a few of his neighbors 4 months prior, leaving them vulnerable and financially exposed. Billy Crystal experienced a huge loss to his family's history. History for close to 45 years was lost in the fire. He had lived in that house with his wife since 1979. He claimed that every inch of their house that was formerly filled with love was now in ruins. He had raised his children and grandchildren in that house, and assured that a rebuild will be necessary with the family's support. Popular singer John Legend and his wife Chrissy Teigen were also affected. Chrissy revealed that she was scared of the fire. They managed to escape together with their 4 children and 4 dogs. She posted a video of them in a hotel room, showing that they were completely safe. Chrissy is actively participating online to urge people to donate to the victims of the wildfire incident. We are heavily touched by the cases of all victims of the wildfire, regardless of their social status. Which story did you find touching?